everybody! I'm Arglefump, and welcome to the 2019 Nancy Drew Games Mega Marathon. This year, I'm replaying all of the Nancy Drew games in anticipation of game number 32, Midnight in Salem, which is slated to come out in spring. Oh, please, please let this game come out in spring, but it's not spring yet, it's still wintertime, so let's play this very cold, wintry game, Treasure in a Royal Tower.
Hi there, it's me, Nancy Drew.
So I'm
You're
going to
just
be
in
playing
time for my
on
latest
Senior
mystery,
Detective mode.
Treasure in the
Dear George, so much for my Wisconsin ski vacation. I arrived here at Wickford Castle last night, just before a blizzard swept in.
Oh no.
The mountain is completely shut down, and the surrounding roads are closed. I think I'm one of the few guests who made it to the castle at all. The place is huge and old, and slightly creepy under the circumstances. You should hear this wind. What's more, the owner, Christy Lane, my father's friend, is away on business. I tried to ask the caretaker, Dexter Egan, how I could contact her, but he said he didn't know. Doesn't that seem odd? I couldn't help feeling like there was something he wasn't telling me. All this makes me a little nervous, but I'm determined to enjoy myself. After all, this is a vacation, right? I have big plans to explore the castle. That Ezra Wickford, the original owner, must have been quite a character to have built such an extraordinary place. It's filled with strange, dead-end corridors, for one thing, and I noticed one of the towers is totally different from the other ones. Of course, I'll have to save some time to meet Jacques Brunet, the French ski instructor.
Ooh la la.
Tell Bess she'll be the first to know if he's half as gorgeous in person as he looks on his website. So, George, I guess things never quite go according to plan, but at least this time, the culprit is just a snowstorm. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Now all I need is a mailbox.
Okay, I am live streaming this game in front of a studio audience of 83 people. They are asking important questions like which Disney princess would Nancy Drew be? There are 2 votes for Cinderella, but I vote for Belle. Belle is obviously Nancy's favorite princess. I mean, I don't understand why there would be any argument over this. It's clearly Belle. I don't think Nancy apparently is not a very good singer, so I don't think she would go for one of those singing princesses. Okay, so she is in room 310 and then 5. I'm trying to write this down on a piece of paper, but my pen is dead. My pen just ran out of ink, so that is a bad sign. not the way I want to start off this video. What is this letter, though? Can we read this? No, we cannot read this letter. So somebody wrote Nancy a letter, and she's just not going to read it. Cool. Well, almost all of the Disney princesses sing. Yeah. Rapunzel. Well, there's Nancy's mom jeans again. Is there a Disney princess that wears mom jeans? That would be Nancy's. Nancy's favorite Disney princess. Maybe Ariel. Ariel has a kid. She is a mom. She wears mom jeans, right? I presume. She wants to become human. That's why Ariel wanted to become human, was so she could wear mom jeans. Cool. So we're at Wickford Castle, and it is bound to be an adventure. Although yes, Cinderella does lots of chores, just like Nancy Drew does. You're right. That's basically one of the ways you can start off this game, is by doing a chore run. Do you guys want me to do a chore run? Or do you want me to do, like, meeting all the various characters first? Let me know. Let me know. So, in the meantime, I'll just explore Nancy's room. So, Sassy Detective Magazine. This is a clue for a puzzle. We got 1 vote for chore run, and then 1 vote for no chores. And then, I love Ariel. I'll just leave Nancy's room here. It is a chore to choose. Well, let's just meet one character then. Let's just meet Jacques Brunet then. Okay, we can meet my boy Jacques, and I believe we have to visit him in a specific way, right? Because we'll take the elevator. Let's take the elevator. I think the stairs to Jacques' area is broken. The stairs are broken, so we're gonna use the elevator. We'll meet Lisa the 12-year-old and 1/3 of Professor Hotchkiss's face. Yes! Yeah, we can do that. Oh no, Jock's not here. It looked like he's not here. It's closed. Oh no. Well, we needed to come by anyway to grab this. And rental hours, what time is it right now? It's 10 o'clock. It's 10:45. Why are you not here, Jacques? You should be here. Well, $10 for that kind of shoe. Well, that's nice. So Nancy was 310, and what was her combination? 517. So it was 517. I can kind of read it on my notes. 517. Yeah, maybe Jacques is napping.
The combination is 517, but it's not working.
Oh no!
I wonder if the lock is broken.
It's not working. I think later on we're told it's the combination to locker 311, which we would be able to ask Jacques about, except he's apparently napping on the job. Seriously, Jacques, why are you not hanging out here? So let's do a chore. I think it's this. Cool. I think it's chore finished. And I think we can actually make Jacques show up and complain if we turn off his lights. No, we cannot. I'm just messing with the lights here. Okay, cool. Yeah, somebody told me if you pull on the lever to the lights, Jacques will shout, "Hey, wait a minute, what are you doing?" Looks like that's not true. Okay, so don't believe everything you read on the internet, everyone. We'll have to blow up the locker in order to make it work. Yeah, everything's broken already. The locker's broken. Nancy's radiator is broken. Jacques apparently is broken. Or he's just taking a nap. Maybe he was out late partying last night.
It's locked.
This is locked. Oh yeah, that's locked. We're gonna need to fix it. And by fix it, I mean we're gonna steal Dexter's key. So we just wait until it's late at night and then we'll steal Dexter's key. That's the solution to the puzzle. Be a thief. And is Lisa here? Lisa! Okay, let's say hi to Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Did you hear what happened? Someone broke into the library and vandalized it. Dexter locked it up. He's saying the culprit must be one of us in the castle. Can you believe it?
I didn't hear about the library. Do you know what happened?
I haven't the faintest. I mean, who would want to mess with a bunch of dusty old books? Anyway, it's all locked up now. So, maybe we'll never know. Too bad, huh? I'm dying to see what they did to it. Don't quote me on this, but I think Dexter has an extra key to the library somewhere around his desk.
Oh wow, so that's actually a really good clue. Yeah, okay, so let's see. I see you've really got your finger on the pulse here, Lisa.
I guess you've really got your finger on the pulse around here. Any other castle scandal I should know about?
Oh, we got scandal, honey. Professor Hotchkiss is claiming she's been robbed, for one thing. But the real scandal is downstairs. His name is Jacques Brunet.
He's not really downstairs. I just checked. He was out sleeping. I'm sorry, Jacques is not there. So, what do you know about Professor Hotchkiss? No, let's hear the scandal with Jacques.
What's the scandal with Jacques Brunet?
Va-va-voom. Scandalous cuteness, of course. Didn't you watch the last Winter Olympics? He's France's big cheese of skiing. He holds the record for the 500-meter slalom, but he totally choked at the games. I guess he's washed up now. But at least his looks haven't gone down the tubes.
This place sounds like a soap opera.
Oh my gosh! Wait till you hear this! Hotchkiss is this nutty old woman who's always typing and talking to herself in her room. I was walking past her door earlier, and I heard her screaming that her room had been robbed.
Va-va-va-voom. So what was stolen? Oh, maybe Jacques is out on a date with Professor Hotchkiss, and that's why they're both gone and hiding? Maybe.
Wow. Did she say what was stolen?
Not that I could hear. She just kept wailing, "My theory, my theory." I think she teaches history, or maybe a foreign language. I thought I heard a couple of French words pop out of her mouth. But don't quote me on that either. I only barely passed Spanish in high school.
Habla español?
Hardly. I'm just a humble photojournalist covering weird old mansions in the Midwest. And this place is one of the weirdest. Did you know Ezra Wickford, the original owner, shut himself away in here for like 50 years?
Oh my, oh my. He shut himself in the West Tower, which was locked away. See, it's just like Beauty and the Beast. I knew it. So Belle is obviously Nancy Drew's favorite Disney princess.
You must know a great deal about this place.
Not really, but I sure want to get into that tower that came from France. It'll be great for my story. Too bad Wickford sealed it off. Maybe it's his ghost making those creepy noises at night.
I wonder why he didn't want anyone to go into the tower.
Creepy, right? I mean, did we stumble onto the set of As the Castle Turns or what? Well, you probably want to get settled. I wonder what we're going to do with ourselves while we're all cooped up in this place.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
Well, apparently, what you're gonna do all day is just sit by the fire and gossip. That's what Lisa's gonna do. So I'm gonna... Oh, it looks like I totally messed up.
It's too dark. I should take the elevator.
I totally messed up in fixing the lights. Well, darn. I'll try to fix the lights later then. And we can retry getting Jock yelling at Nancy, because I want Jock to yell at Nancy. I don't know why I want that to happen. Apparently I'm just a horrible person. Wow, check out that cheese. Guys, we've got cheese in Wisconsin. Oh man, we've got a clock tower in Wisconsin. Can you handle the view? I don't think you can. We're in Wisconsin. The oldest chateau in Lake Pond, Wisconsin. So let's meet Hotchkiss though. Let's meet Hotchkiss and then we're gonna go to Dexter. Once we meet Dexter, oh hey, there's Marie Antoinette. Hi Marie, how's it going? Nice to see you. Once we meet Dexter, he'll start the chore run for us. Hey, let me in.
It's locked.
Hotchkiss. Yo! Yo! Where are... Aww. Professor Hotchkiss hates me. Oh, well. Let's see. I want to set my clock to a time where Jacques will be there, right? I don't want to accidentally miss out on him. So it said he was there from like 9 to 12, right?
I wonder if the power's on.
Oh, jeez, I killed the power to my alarm clock. I'm just a terrible detective. I am just a terrible, terrible, terrible detective. Run, run, run. Here? Okay, I've got it. Run, run, run. Down the stairs. Too bad I can't go outside, and let's talk to Dexter.
Hello, Miss Drew. Did you get squared away upstairs?
Yes, I got squared away upstairs. It's nice to meet you.
All square. I just need a stamp to send this letter, and then I'll be off to explore the castle.
Well, I can take your letter, but the mail's not going anywhere for a while. It's snowing like there's no tomorrow out there. So explore all you want. Take the grand tour. But forget about the library. It's off limits.
Whoa.
Sounds like you mean business, Mr. Egan. What happened? Too many overdue books?
Someone vandalized our historic library. Really turned the place upside down. The owner, Miss Lane, she's gonna be pretty upset.
When could this have happened?
I have no idea. I straightened up in there before check-in yesterday and everything was fine. Now it looks like a bomb went off. Books everywhere and somebody hacked a big hole in one of the walls. I locked the place up and called the police, but who knows when they'll be able to get here.
Oh, well, that's definitely craziness.
Wow, that's too bad. Well, can you recommend any other points of interest for me to check out?
Depends on what you're interested in. Our special this week is the crazy old bird upstairs. Just follow your ears. The peck, peck, peck of that typewriter will lead you right to her.
Alrighty.
Crazy old bird? What do you mean? Are you talking about one of the other guests?
Well, this Professor Hotchkiss just called me in a terrible flap, saying our room's been robbed. I went up there, but she wouldn't open the door to talk about it. Wouldn't even tell me what was missing. So what's she want me to do about it?
Okay, so Dexter is telling us all the exact same gossip that Lisa told us, except he's angrier about it. Wow, poor Mr. Egan.
What strange behavior. I'm curious. I wonder if she might open the door to talk to me.
Well, Hotchkiss has a pair of ski boots in the basement. The Frenchman's been working on them for her, but he won't deliver them. Says he's a ski instructor, not a bellhop. I hate to ask this, but if you could grab those boots and bring them up to her, it might smooth her feathers. Sure would smooth mine.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
Okay, so we are going to make the grumpy, angry old man happy with us by doing his chores. Oh boy, chores. So let me go around this way and try to fix my mistakes from earlier. It would help if I knew what was on and what was off. So let's see, let's go with that. Let's see if that is at all the correct solution. And let's meet Jock. Jock, are you here? Are you here, my friend? No, you are not. You are not, because it is 1 p.m. and you only show up at 2 p.m. Darn. Okay, well, let's go back to Nancy's room and see if her thing is working. Alright, and everybody, some people are saying that Dexter doesn't say library, he says library. Is that true? I didn't notice. We're gonna make the grumpy old man happy with us because Professor Hotchkiss is going to fall in love with him. That is not the plan. That was not the plan at all, but that is a very good plan. That is, in fact, an excellent plan. Now, here's Hotchkiss again. She just ignores me. Like, what a jerk. Okay. And Nancy's room was here? 205, right? Someday I'll figure out where her room is. So all the lights are on in her room. Okay, great. And I fixed the alarm clock. Cool. Yeah, that is a crazy radiator. Why can't Nancy switch rooms to a room that doesn't have a broken radiator? All the rooms are empty. Why not? Hey, this looks great. We fixed the stairs, everyone. We fixed the lights. We did it. We did it. We did it. And let's see if Jacques is here. Please let him be here. Please let him be here. Here he is, everybody. Ooh la la, va va voom. It is Jacques, and we are going to say hello.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle Jacques Brunet. So, what brings you to beautiful Wisconsin?
Wisconsin is beautiful, but not as beautiful as you, Monsieur Gauthier. I am here to get the boots.
Hi, I'm Nancy. I came to ski, but it looks like I'm going to have to find other ways to entertain myself. I told Mr. Egan I would bring Professor Hotchkiss her boots. Are they ready?
Yes, I fixed her boots. But you should be relaxing by the fire, sipping cocoa, Nancy. Not running errands for Dexter. Why is it you American girls never know how to separate business from pleasure?
Jock has giant biceps, you might have noticed. Those things are giant. They're about more than half the size of his face, I would say, yeah.
What about you, Jacques? Do you give skiing lessons in Wisconsin for business or pleasure?
Well, with the weather so terrible, I suppose I get neither. But you see, I am here for Isabelle, mon petit chou. She's an American studying at the university in Madison, and I've asked her to marry me. That is excuse enough to be in Wisconsin, n'est-ce pas? And besides, I am not the first French work of art to end up here.
Work of art? What are you talking about?
I am speaking of the Queen's Tower, of course. It comes from the Chateau Rochemont in a town in France near where I grew up. Didn't you notice it when you drove in?
Okay, and somebody's pointing out Jacques does not like chores. Jacques is anti-chores, so that's a point in his favor. Definitely a point in his favor.
Yes, I did notice. What an amazing feat it must have been to take that thing apart and put it back together.
The French are talented people, Nancy. We are good at many things, not just making wine and romance, you know. But tell me, how will you spend your time here, Nancy?
I will be spending my time flirting with you.
I'm dying to have a look inside that library. I heard it was vandalized. Do you know anything?
Nancy, A pretty girl should not worry herself with this type of thing while she is on vacation. I should warn you, Dexter is very protective of this place. He does not take kindly to people snooping around where they should not.
Don't worry, Jacques. The last thing I want to do is get myself grounded.
Ciao!
Alright, so let's see. We do need to talk to him. What was the thing we needed to talk to? The locker! The locker!
Ah, Nancy, comment ça va?
Dexter told me the combination to my locker, number 310, is 517. I tried it, but the locker won't open.
Dexter must be confused, because I think that is the combination for number 311. Try 311.
That sounds good. So, locker 311 is 517. Okay, and we can ask him about the boxes he's making. I guess he's making boxes. I don't know why we can talk to him about this. It's not like the boxes become important at any other point in the game, but it is very good.
Tell me about these boxes you're making.
When I am not skiing, I need some other way to express myself. So voila! I make these hot boxes for keeping secrets safe. I'm sure you have many secrets, Nancy.
Lisa told me you were in the Olympics. What was that like?
Disappointing, frustrating, humiliating.
Sounds like one of those valuable learning experiences you might never live down.
Oh, you said it, Nancy. It was the worst day of my life. To fall flat on my face with my family, my country, and the rest of the world watching.
Ouch. So, do you think he literally fell on his face at the Olympics, or is he just using an expression to say he failed badly? Either way, poor Jacques.
Do you know much about the tower that's closed off? I heard the original owner imported it from France.
It comes from the Chateau Rochemont in a town in France near where I grew up. Marie Antoinette used to visit this tower when she was Queen of France. Until she lost her head in the Revolution, that is.
I'll talk to you later.
Ciao!
And somebody says, Jacques, just describe your love life. Frustrating, humiliating, it is terrible. Aww. Alright, so okay, locker 311. Here we go. So it's 517. Five, 1, 7, and mystery of mystery surprises. Somebody's already using the locker! Oh no! And whose locker? I mean, who's using it? Nancy's just gonna snoop. So, photojournalist. November 2000. Oh, this game came out November 2000. Lisa, my friend, how much time without seeing each other? How long has it been? How much time has passed since we've seen each other? How are you? What's happening in Wisconsin? We arrived in Seville and we went to a hotel in the plaza with giant trees. My something and I, we ate dinner at 7, I think. The food was very good, and the drinks too, totally. But after we ate, we went to take a trip in the city. We saw various streets, something in the streets, and afterwards we went to a cafe. So basically, Lisa's having a friend in Spanish who's writing her about how she ate, and then she went, and they went to the town, and then they ate some more, and I called him Pedro. His name's Pedro. He has lots of problems. Yeah, it sounds like his main problem is all he does is eat. So this is Helena. Oh, who's Helen? Whoa, Helen from Jacksonville. Helen Karp. And here's Tanya Lee. Oh my, oh my. So we've got some fake passports here. Fake IDs. So Helen Karp. Alina Boyd from Springfield, Illinois. And then we've got Tanya Lee Gooding from Florida. So that's really suspicious, right? The food is nice. I guess food is very nice. So not only is she a fake, not only is Lisa a fakey McFaker, but she's a fakey McFaker because she said she didn't speak Spanish. Well, it turns out she does speak Spanish. Fakey McFaker. Okay, let's see if we can get Jacques to scream.
What is the meaning of this?
There we go.
Turn them back on. Turn them back on. Turn them back on.
Alright, so you can actually mess with Jacques and make him mad. So we wanted to give the boots to Professor Hotchkiss. Let's go upstairs and give them to the good professor. I don't know if she's actually a good professor. Do you think she's like a terrible grader? I think she sounds like the kind of teacher who'd be a terrible grader. Like, she just gives everybody horrible grades for no reason.
Yes, hello? Is that Jacques with my boots?
Yes, it is me. I am Jacques. Why do you not open the door and I can give you your fancy boots?
Professor Hotchkiss? My name is Nancy. I'm sorry to hear that your room was robbed. Could I ask you a couple of questions about the incident?
Beep! Professor Hotchkiss is not available at this time. Thank you and goodbye. Beep!
Jacques is afraid of the dark. Yes, he is.
That must be my boots at last!
Your boots are coming right up, Professor Hotchkiss. I promise. What are you working on in there, anyway?
Oh, good. Boots, fine. Thank you. Everything is fine. Just leave the boots at the door, please. Oh, and it seems I'm out of change. I'll just have to tip you the next time, Mandy.
Yeah, Hotchkiss has a hard time remembering people's names, so that was probably not good for a teacher. Like, if she confuses you with a student who just does a terrible job, yeah.
It's Nancy, and I'm happy to leave the boots. But if you're not too busy, Professor, I'd just like to introduce myself properly and ask you a couple of questions.
Questions, yes, and proper introduction sounds lovely, but not now, maybe later.
Aw, okay, so yeah, she does seem like the kind of professor who just does not grade everything because she's too busy doing whatever. And, yeah, we gave the boots. What? Like, she waits until Nancy leaves before taking the boots? Wow. So she might be the professor who's never there during office hours. And, let's show off one of these random dead ends. Just random. It's just dead. It doesn't go anywhere. And, let's talk to Dexter. He's gonna give us another chore.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I wish we could get some food delivery. That would be fantastic.
So, how long have you been working here?
A while.
I think there's something wrong with my radiator. It hisses, and there's a clanging noise, too. Could you check it out for me?
Sorry about that inconvenience, but you're just gonna have to sit tight for a while. I'm the only one on duty while the owner's away, and around here it seems like even if it ain't broke, it still needs fixing. Last time I checked, there were only 24 hours in a day. Hotchkiss called to report that she got her boots. But now I'm told that the light is out in the back stairwell. Could you check the circuit breaker in the basement and make sure it's working?
I don't want to pester you, Mr. Egan, but the radiator...
Thanks for dealing with the circuit breaker. Okay, we're really making progress here, kid. So, you go up to Hotchkiss's room and see what she wants for dinner. She's not answering her phone.
This is your...
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
Yeah, Hotchkiss doesn't remember anybody's name, so she just calls her students Marie Antoinette. That sounds like something Hotchkiss would do. Anyway, yeah, Dexter, you know, this is your job. Why don't you do your job instead of forcing Nancy to do your job? Lisa is gone, so we can't talk to her. I'm very, very sad. Okay, I'm not all that sad, but still, poor me. I wanted to talk to my only friend.
Ugh! Virginia Woolf never endured such interruptions. Who is it?
Hi, Professor. I thought you might be getting hungry in there. Could I relay a dinner order for you?
Oh, hard to think of food candy when I'm riding the raging rapids of my theory. Oh, right now, I have plenty of pre-packaged energy globules to keep me going. But tell Baxter that I am developing a powerful craving for couscous. Yes, couscous for dinner would be splendid. I'll have a nice tip for you next time, Fanny.
That is kind of funny, like, Dexter, can you fix the circuit breaker? Nancy's like, can you fix my radiator? Thank you for fixing the circuit breaker. It's like, how does he know she fixed the circuit breaker? And somebody said, in the dead ends, there's a mysterious banging noise. I'll make sure to check that out next time.
Yes?
Couscous is like rice. It's like a type of rice. It's like a type of rice, except it's more circular rather than cylindrical, if that makes sense.
The professor says she has a hankering for, couscous.
Couscous? Never heard of it. Tell her to order something off the menu.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Bye, kiddo.
Alright, and somebody's saying their son is teething and it's awful. I feel your pain. So my child has just started the terrible twos. I don't know if this is actually her starting the terrible twos or not, but today was really, really bad. Lots of screaming, like 10 minutes screaming at the top of her lungs, and I didn't even know what was wrong, and it's just, Couscous isn't that bad, though. It's actually
Is that
kinda
my
yummy.
couscous already?
Hi, Professor. It's Nancy again. Hoping you might be ready to talk to me about the robbery.
Oh, can't talk now, dear. The energy globules have brought on a carbo rush. I'm a little out of my head, desperate for protein all of a sudden.
No.
Is that my couscous already?
Sorry, Professor, but there's no couscous in the house. You'll need to choose something from the hotel menu.
Well, I don't have a menu. At least not from this hotel. Oh, be a doll and fetch me one, will you, ta-ta?
Oh, I don't know where a menu is. Is there one in Nancy's room? Are we gonna have to go to Nancy's room to get it? Well, we're guessing part of the problem is that, you know, my family was in town this whole past week, and they think it's really funny and really great just to give the toddler whatever food she wants, and so she's had nothing but junk food this past week. So I think she's really having a problem adjusting to not eating junk food anymore, and by adjusting I mean she's really screaming and angry. The menu is on Nancy's dresser. Darn.
Did you bring Hotchkiss a menu?
Whoops. I guess I forgot.
That's a shame.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Alrighty then.
It's okay. I get to look forward to the fun of toilet training. That's really fun, right? That's good times. More fun than a barrel of monkeys. Let's find the menu. Here's the menu. Okay, baby back ribs, creature of the night, barbecue sauce. That's like scary barbecue sauce. Hot diggity! All you can eat fried chicken drumsticks, $10. Fried bologna sandwich on white bread with crushed potato chip sprinkles. Anchovy heaven, an eternity of garlic croutons, $5.50. Something smoking chili cheese dog. Better than nothing, broccoli surprise. Desserts, white cheddar ice cream log. Chocolate mayhem, Odyssey to Banana Land. Keaton light mint lime pie. And sugar crusted rhubarb jerky royale. Okay, so I've got myself a menu which I read in silly voices. Somebody's saying that, okay, Hotchkiss probably travels all the time if she's a history professor. Really? You think she'd be at her, you know, her university all the time, working? Why is she never working at her university?
Did you get the menu?
Sure did. How about opening the door so I can give it to you?
Oh, you're a sneaky one. Just slip it under the door, please. Nice and easy. No funny stuff.
Why do you not want me to just open the door and give you a menu?
Baby back ribs, yes. Oh, chili cheese dog, fried bologna sandwich. I'm not usually much of a meat eater, but very well. 50 drumsticks, please. Chicken, that is. Cluck, cluck.
Sure. 50 drumsticks. Whatever makes you happy.
Rock and roll, dear.
Rock and roll. Okay. She doesn't want Nancy to see the horrible outfit she's wearing. That could be it. Maybe she's just riding in her pajamas all day long, and that's why she doesn't want to open the door for anyone. Actually, that would be a great explanation for why she didn't want to open the door for Dexter either.
Can I help you?
The professor has changed her order. Seems she's developed an appetite for chicken drumsticks. 50 of them.
Okay then, drumsticks we got. Oops, but I guess Jock better take that bag of chicken legs out of the freezer. Will you tell him? And then take the rest of the day off, kid. Your radiator's as good as fixed.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Yeah, so her, you gotta feel that, Professor Hotchkiss. I'm not much of a meat eater, but I'm going to eat 50 chicken drumsticks. That's actually a lot of meat, actually. That's kind of a lot. Because a drumstick's like a full leg, right? I don't even think I could have, like, you know, 50 chicken wings, and I'm pretty good when it comes to buffalo wings, but I could not eat 50. Now, 50 chicken McNuggets, maybe, but we'll see.
Ah, Nancy, comment ça va?
Dexter needs you to defrost that big bag of chicken legs.
Oh la la la, what does he think I am? A sous chef?
Yes, you are.
I'll talk to you later.
Allez, bye bye.
Yeah, so Nancy does 4 things for Dexter, and Dexter does 1 thing for her. That's a fair trade-off, I guess. This is a dead end, right?
Hello there, Dead End. My name's Nancy Drew.
I would hate to see what her idea of a meat eater is. That could be disgusting. If 50 drumsticks is like a light snack, what is a major meat eater? I don't know. It's okay. Everybody likes Professor Hotchkiss. She's a fun character. She's very funny. And look, my radiator's fixed. So by doing all the chores, I managed to get an oil can. That's what we call that thing. It's an oil can. And now I'm gonna go to the middle of the night. I hope Professor Hotchkiss changes out of her pajamas, you know, in order to get her food. So let's see. Should we call Ned or George? Maybe we'll do it next time. Let me know if you guys want me to call Ned or George. In the meantime, let's check out this dead end. This is a dead end, right?
Yet another dead end.
Well, in the middle of the night, I know it's very bright and that light is coming through those windows very brightly, but it is the middle of the night, and in the middle of the night at the dead ends, you're supposed to hear some creepy noises. So let's see if I'm at just the wrong dead end, maybe. I don't hear any creepy noises here. Well, whatever. Dexter is not here because it's late at night, so we are going to break into his area and steal his stuff. I actually wonder how Professor Hotchkiss is going to get all of her chicken wings. It takes more than just a couple of minutes to defrost 50 chicken wings, just letting you know. Sometimes you can hear creepy noises during the day. Okay. So to-do list, wants to fix this, get Jock Brunet to fix the boots, refund canceled guests, no plows, try to reach Christie again, library alarm code, Bolton Tower, search, get books back to Professor Hotchkiss. Okay, yeah, I think I can do this. Oh, and I think the elevator breaks, unless I'm mistaken. We want to do that too. Yeah, I'll do this in order. We're supposed to, break the elevator first. So I think the elevator breaks when you go from the basement to the 2nd floor. I could be wrong. Let's check it out. There we go. Okay, so the elevator is broken. Oh no, poor Nancy. It breaks, and she escapes by going through here. And while she's here, she notices, whoa, wait, there's that broken vent. Let me jump to it.
I'm not sure if I can make it.
Jump to it, Nancy, jump!
Okay, here goes.
3, 2, 1, jump! Boink! And she falls to her death. Poor Nancy. Poor Nancy. Poor Nancy. So, instead, you're supposed to notice, wow, that's dangerous. So I'm turning around and climbing up through the door like this. How do I do that? Do I go... Okay. Down. Click on the box. And then go up.
Alley-oop!
Whew! Alley-oop. Okay, so Nancy is alley-ooping, and she is not doing a bad job. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, alley-oop. That's what you call... That's like a basketball move, right? Yeah, that's a basketball move. Okay. So what Nancy can do is reset the elevator. And then I think we need to reset it to the first floor. We'll set it to the first floor and then climb through the top of the elevator again. Nancy's probably covered in dust and needs a shower right now. Yes! Yes, that would be good. I mean, Nancy is probably just totally disgusting right now. Poor Nancy. But she can climb up here because, well,
There's
she can.
something down there.
Yeah, there's something down here, a hidden area, which we can't reach quite yet because, well, we're standing on an elevator. So, yeah. Okay, Nancy, how do I get away? How do I turn around to that area I was trying to reach before? Here we go. I'll just go back in and then go back out. How's that? Because it is important to note, hey, there's an area that's down there that Nancy can check out. So for now, oh, here's how we reach that down there area.
It's stuck.
It's stuck. Let's oil it down, though. Let's oil this down to unstick this. Nice. Okay.
The elevator's in the way.
All the elevators in the way. That's right. Okay, I need to move the elevator. And here are those strange sounds. It's from the below area. You hear those strange sounds? This is very strange. What are they? Where are they coming from? So I think we've finally done it. Hooray! Hooray! So now, let's finally just climb up here to this area. The area that I've been trying to reach forever. Okay, so we're gonna climb up here. We're gonna climb, and then alley-oop! Woo! We did it! High five, Team Hotchkiss! And yeah, if Nancy did not get dust and stuff all over her clothes earlier, she got it all over her clothes now because she's climbing through the vent system to reach the library. But oh no! The doorknob is jiggling! So we want to sneak back in here quickly.
Okay, I hear you. Darn you crazy old man. I know you hid that thing around here somewhere. The least you could have done was left me a hint.
Very suspicious.
I don't have time to clean this up.
I don't have time to clean this up. Alright, there's Dexter. He's being angry here in the library. So now Nancy can go and explore this library. Let's see, is there a way to reach this part of the library on the top floor, or no? It's just on the top floor, we can either go through the vent or go left. Let's see, there's a puzzle to open up that area to the left, so let's see if we can find this puzzle. Let's see if we can solve it. Let me solve this puzzle first, because I know how to solve it. So, remember how the magazine in Nancy's room talked about fingerprint dusting? So, I just put the fingerprint, I just put this brush into the dust. Here's an atlas of the United States. Wisconsin is 4590. 4590. That's Wisconsin. Yeah, somebody punched a hole through the wall. Wow, somebody is mad. Yeah, this library is pretty trashed. You know, they didn't bother touching the top floor, so it's not as trashed as it could be, but it's still pretty trashed. Okay, so, the top secret code is... I don't know. Ooh, that's gotta be it. Yeah, I can definitely see fingerprints there. Star 723. So, is it gonna be 3 star 72? 3 star 72. This pen is completely dead. Let's just throw it out. It's not working at all. Darn it, I wish there were pens which always worked instead of never working. So 3 star 72 is the password for the library. So I'm moving the elevator here to the 2nd floor. Okay, yeah, moving the elevator there to the 2nd floor, so that way, I'm in the 1st floor. That way the elevator's not in the way of me, reaching that area. And the code we just discovered was 3 star 72. So, okay. Phew! Now it's not screaming at me. Let's continue exploring this library. Let's see if I can solve that puzzle. I think it was over here. We're gonna switch this to 90 because that's where Wisconsin is. Yep, this gives me this thing. Haha. Yes. So 9, negative 15, 10, negative 5. And that's the puzzle for this. A sly rabbit. It's 3 openings to its den. So negative 15. 10. And then negative 5. And we did it. That opened up that top secret area upstairs. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's a fireplace, I'm going to presume. And you can look at some of the other stuff in the library. I think we've got, like, this book. Like, there's Marie Antoinette holding a purple rose. That is not a book, though. Are there books that I can look at? There's at least one book I can look at. This one! True Stories Behind Famous Portraits. So that portrait we just saw, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Marie Antoinette refused to wear this crazy tiara. She called it the crown of my ruination, although nobody knows what it means. She didn't want to be painted with the tiara, and yeah. Oh, and somebody destroyed that chess game. That's not cool. So in this top secret hidden room, I believe we use the matches. That's not matches. That's whatever you call it. A lighter. It's a lighter. We pick it up and we immediately use it here on this candle to get another key. I think that would be a very hot key for Nancy to touch. I mean, whew, ow, my fingers. But it does not hurt Nancy's fingers at all. And let's check out this little hidden room. This is Dexter Egan's hidden room. So as you saw, not Dexter Egan, Mr. Wickford. Ezra Wickford's hidden room. Ezra Wickford's hidden room. Dexter was trying to find it. He could not find it. Nancy finds it on her first try because Nancy Drew is amazing. My castle's been empty for many years now. These hallways just echo in vain. And oh, how I miss you, my one-time son. My anger's dissolved into pain. I still don't know why you pilfered my wallet. The money I could hardly have mattered. That $50 I'd have given you twice, but instead my poor heart you shattered. If only I could find you, we'd patch it all up, talk through it as dad and son should. Perhaps you meant only to test my love. Perhaps you felt misunderstood. I want you to know that your old man forgives you. Old bygones are bygone with me. So I've left you one keepsake to remember me by. You'll sure be delighted to see. Go out to the garden, my old thinking spot, my refuge in hours of dread. Your luck charm is stashed where no stranger would look, in the back of my troubled old head. So this is goodbye, dear Dexter, farewell! You offered me much-needed joy, and I'll never forget all the laughter brought me, my darling young rascally boy. Aww, so Ezra left Dexter a poem. That's very nice. Very, very nice. When he was good, he was very, very good. So Dexter won awards. He won a spelling bee. Hooray! He correctly spelled sesquicentennial. Whew. Wow. And, Dexter was a cute little boy. Best Attendance Award, his first car, Certificate of Merit, Father's Day. And when he was bad, he was horrid. Dear Pop, I'm sorry for taking $50. No, this is Dexter. I'm sorry for taking $50 out of your wallet without asking. I know it was wrong. I know you're very disappointed in me. I'm sorry. I will never do it again. I'm sorry. Your son, Dexter. Sad excuse for stealing. Your son was caught throwing rocks through the windows. Now he's being expelled from school. Dexter. Oh no. Oh no. Passing phony checks. Sent to jail for 20 years. The attorneys. Dexter will have no recourse to inherit Wickford Castle or any of your holdings. He won't be able to capitalize on your name or reputation. I'm very sorry to hear that Dexter was arrested, and you shouldn't blame yourself. You did the best you could. But some children are just not very good. So, well, I always thought that was really interesting to see this stuff about Dexter, learn his tragic backstory, learn exactly how he became the grumpy old man he is today. So I'm gonna crawl through here. Down, 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 down. Yes, and now that the elevator's out of there, so many strange sounds. What happens if you press this button? I don't think we can press this button unless the elevator's on the second floor, maybe. So this is a random puzzle. You need to click on these things. What made Dexter turn bad? I don't know. Dexter did go to prison for his evil misdeeds, those phony checks. This can't be a tough puzzle. Oh, come on. Yay! So the red button does move the elevator. Yeah. What parent creates a scrapbook of all the terrible things their kids do? I don't know. I don't know. More creepy sounds. This is the exit, but we're not going to take the exit. We're actually going to see what those creepy sounds are. So all those creepy sounds we heard. Yeah, 20 years in prison for a phony check does seem like an extreme punishment. Extreme punishment. And check it out. Dexter! Sacre bleu! What are you doing?
Nancy, what are you doing here?
This is what I was going to be asking you.
Don't you think I should be asking you that question?
I can explain, Nancy, but please, don't tell anyone that you found me here. If I get sent back to France, my fiancé will give up on me, and I will have let down my family again.
How can you expect me to keep quiet while you go around destroying the castle? If you're willing to saw through this gate, then you must be the one who wrecked the library too.
Nancy, I had nothing to do with what happened in the library. I swear the tower holds a valuable French historical document. If I can find it and return it to France, perhaps I can make up for my failure at the Olympics.
So this is how Jacques got those giant muscles, those giant biceps. It's because he was busy sawing at this area all night long for like years on end. So there's a valuable French document hidden inside the tower.
What makes you believe this French document still exists in a tower that was imported to Wisconsin 80-some years ago?
The tower first belonged to the Chateau Rochemont in France. When Ezra Wickford bought the tower, my great-grandfather was the master carpenter in charge of dismantling it and preparing it for shipment. One day, when he was working alone, he found a secret compartment in one of the walls.
So somebody's pointing out that Jock should, like, not be sawing on those bars to the left. He should be sawing on the hinges to the door. That would make sense. Yes, that would have made way more sense. Unfortunately, Jock was not smart enough to figure that out on his own. So how did Jock get down here? I don't know. Maybe he snuck in through the other hidden passageway, I think. I think that's got to be it.
A secret compartment?
Inside, he found an old journal with a royal crest on the cover and a medallion with a strange blue stone in it. But he heard other carpenters coming, so he hid the medallion in his pocket and sealed the journal back in the compartment. Before he could get back to study the journal and return the medallion, the tower was dismantled and shipped to America. He never learned who the journal belonged to or what it said.
Why didn't your great-grandfather tell anyone about his discovery?
He thought if he told his story, Ezra Wickford might get angry, accuse him of interfering with the project, and try to ruin his name as a carpenter. So he kept quiet.
Yeah, so they dismantled the entire tower, shipped it to the United States, and they put it all back together without discovering this journal when they were putting it back together. Cool. So, the journal, yes.
So, how do you know all of this?
I was his only great-grandson. On his deathbed, he gave me the medallion and told me the whole story. He begged me to come here to Wisconsin to find the journal and return it to France.
You must feel a real sense of responsibility to carry out your great-grandfather's dying wish.
Oh yes, of course. But it's not just for my great-grandfather. It is for France. The journal bore a royal seal. It must have belonged to Marie Antoinette, because she used to visit the tower during the Revolution. So perhaps it contains her confessions, or perhaps it contains proof of her innocence. Either way, the contents of that journal could change French history forever.
But how do you think the medallion fits in? What's its significance?
I have no idea. I believe whoever hid that journal must have left the medallion with it as a part of their message. But what? Nancy, do you think you could help me? Let me show you this medallion, and maybe you'll be able to tell me what it's for.
Sure, I can solve the mystery.
I might be willing to help you, but you have to tell Christy everything. I'm sure she'll understand, and then you won't have to sneak around in the middle of the night, haunting the castle with that screeching hacksaw.
Okay, Nancy, I see your point. I will explain everything to Christy Lane as soon as possible. Now will you help me? I think this medallion will interest you. And maybe you'll have some idea what it's for. It's in my locker. Will you go get it while I take care of something? The combination is 2665. I'll meet you in the locker room in a minute.
Okay, everybody's questioning the fact that they took this locker, I mean the tower, all the way from France and rebuilt it here. Hey, guys, Mr. Wickford paid for it, okay? He really wanted that to happen, I think.
Okay, Jacques. I am intrigued. I'll see you downstairs.
You're the best, Nancy.
That's what they tell me.
I guess old man Brunet was just really upset that somebody would give him reviews as a bad carpenter, and that's why he had to do it. That's why he felt like he had to hide the journal. Is this the key?
It's locked.
That is not the key. That is the key for something else. Okay. And yeah, nothing else to see here. Like this partially open thing. What is that on the other side of the fence? That better not be a corpse. That better not be a corpse. And maybe Jacques went through here. Although the question then becomes, like, Jacques, what on earth is he doing right now? Where is he going? Nancy totally doesn't follow up on that. It's like, I need to take care of something. What? What do you need to take care of? I do not know. Ah, okay. Run upstairs. Actually, wait. I don't need to run upstairs. I need to run downstairs. I'm gonna go to Jacques' area because Jacques' locker is going to be open. Seriously, what is Jacques doing, though? That is a legitimate question I want answered. He just does not show up. Okay, so it was 2665. And here we go. It's a picture of Jacques' fiancée. Jacques, darling, I'm trying to be patient, but I can't understand what's taking so long. My mother and father are traditional people, and they think it's highly unusual you'd ask me to marry you without demonstrating your commitment to me in any way. You know that our love makes us richer than queens and kings, but I can't live on hot dogs and mac and cheese forever. You said you had a plan. You said it would only take a couple of weeks, but it's been 2 months. I can't wait forever. Please don't make me give up on you. I remain your petite chou. Chow. Ju. I remain your friend, Isabelle. D is for dazzling, D is for diamonds. Everybody loves diamonds. So she basically just wrote to him saying, "Hey, it's been 2 months. Where's my engagement ring, Jacques? Huh? Give me a ring already." Immigration and Naturalization Branch, Salt Lake City, Utah. Our records indicate your visitor's visa expires in a month. After that, it will be illegal for you to stay in this country. If your visitor's status changes, let us know. Otherwise, we're going to arrest you. We're going to take you out of France. We're going to send you back home to France. And everybody's going to laugh at you for losing the Olympics. Ha 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 ha. Ow. And I just got thwapped.
Ouch. Oh, someone must have knocked me out.
So as soon as Nancy tries to grab the thing, she gets knocked out.
Headache headquarters. Nancy here.
Nancy, it's Jacques. What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, the person who knocked Nancy out must have just been standing patiently waiting for her to look through everything before knocking her unconscious. Otherwise, you know, the culprit just walked in, snuck up behind Nancy, and Nancy just didn't notice whatsoever. Poor Nancy. And yes, it does sound like the ringtone changed when I took a step towards the door, didn't I? And any college student can tell you, living off mac and cheese forever is something which is possible. I don't recommend it, but you can do it.
I don't really know what happened. I opened your locker like you said, and then it was lights out Nancy.
But you do have my medallion, right?
They didn't find it when they picked me up off the floor?
Oh la la, you can't be serious.
I'm sorry, Jacques. I know how important that medallion was to you.
This is too much. Oh la la. Unbelievable.
So who carried Nancy upstairs? That's a very good question. I don't know who carried Nancy upstairs. I honestly do not. I don't know who dragged her and put her into bed. Presumably it was either Dexter or, Jacques.
Hi, you've reached Ned at Omega Chi Epsilon. I'm not here to take your call right now, so please try again later. Thanks.
Well, I tried calling Ned, and that didn't work. Alrighty then, so what I can do now is I'm going to move the elevator to the second floor. Just going to see if that is in fact a death trap there. Yeah, so let's talk to Dexter. Maybe Dexter knows what happened. And we can also talk to Lisa. We haven't seen her in a while. Let's talk to Lisa. Hey, Lisa, I got knocked unconscious.
So what'd you find in the library?
How do you know I was in the library?
Oh, come on, Nancy. You've been on the prowl. I can tell by the sparkle in your eye.
Wow, is it that obvious? I guess I'll have to work on my poker face.
I knew it! So, what'd you find in there? Dead bodies? Ezra Wickford's icky childhood bug collection?
How did she know about these bugs? What?
Actually, I did find a secret room of Ezra Wickford's, but no bodies or treasure. There were a few bugs, now that you mention it.
Really? What else? Do tell.
I found out that Dexter actually grew up here with Ezra until he started getting in trouble with the law and Ezra disowned him. Can you believe it?
That is weird. You're such the detective, Nancy. I can't wait to hear what you find out next.
So tell me more about the life of a photojournalist. It must be very glamorous at times.
Well, there's nothing glamorous about the pay, I can tell you that much.
There was a little mix-up with the lockers, and I accidentally opened yours.
Yeah, and?
It seems you have more than one identity, Lisa. I'm just wondering if you are who you say you are.
A savvy photojournalist always carries a couple of alternate identities, Nancy. When you're working under deadline, you don't always have time to play by the rules. I'm sure you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean at all, Missy.
Does your job take you to exotic, far-off places?
Well, there is a lot of travel. Too bad I'm so useless with foreign languages.
I know you speak fluent Spanish, Lisa.
I'm dying to find a way into that tower. Where do they usually hide the secret entrances in weird old Midwestern mansions?
I guess I should know, shouldn't I? Too bad most of the places I've covered aren't any weirder than imitation butter. I wish you'd hurry up and find it, though, so we can check it out.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
So people were saying Lisa seems a lot like Connie from the first game in the series. I guess she kind of does. She's got the same sort of haircut. That's basically it, yeah.
Thanks for coming down. I've been wanting to talk to you. How's your head? Did you slip or what?
Well, let's just say someone must be trying to tell me to get a little more rest on this vacation. Anyway, I'm planning on making a speedy recovery.
It's just that when I found you out cold in the basement and hauled you back to your room, I noticed all this red dirt on your shoes. I'm just curious where it came from.
Oh no! So he was the one who took her upstairs.
Mr. Egan, I confess, I found my way into the corridor that leads to the Queen's Tower. As you probably know, the dirt in that tunnel is very red. I hope you won't consider this trespassing.
Nope. If you must know, I'm impressed. Ezra Wickford set that secret door up so nobody would be able to find it. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with getting into that tower. Ezra told me that if I could get through the secret door, he'd take me up to see the Queen's Tower. Finally, I got into the tunnel, and when I came out with that red dirt all over me, he laughed. He was actually proud of me.
That's an amazing story, Mr. Egan. I'm glad you're not angry. I guess I'm just as curious as you once were.
I'd say you earned the right to check out the tower for yourself, but you gotta get through that gate, right? There's an old skeleton key in the maintenance shed. Now that the storm's passed, you can go out and get it. But be careful. It's still dead cold out there.
There is still a ton of stuff there's a ton of stuff we can talk to him about. Let's talk about the refuge.
So, do you know if Ezra Wickford had a place where he liked to go and think? Someplace he thought of as a refuge?
There was a private area of the garden. Yeah. The entrance was hidden, so no one could bother him there.
Do you think I could go check it out?
Forget about it. There's nothing out there but dead weeds and crumbling statues.
So if people are saying the dirt in that area was not red, I will double check when we go back there. And why is Lisa even trying to lie about not knowing Spanish? Like, she already knows that Nancy broke into her locker, so it seems like a weird thing to go out of your way to lie about.
Were you allowed to go out there?
Once in a while he'd bring me out there and teach me about his favorite flowers, but that was like 100 years ago.
Somebody's pointing out, Dexter's like, hey, one time I got covered in red dirt and my dad laughed at me. Nancy, wow, that's such a wonderful story, Mr. Egan. That's just such a wonderful story.
I was in the elevator and it got stuck between floors. I had to climb out the top and I just barely made it up to the floor above. Do you think you'll be able to fix it?
Well, I doubt it's broken. I'll check the power switch in the basement. Glad you're okay, but don't go climbing around the elevator shaft anymore. It's dangerous in there.
I don't want to press my luck with you, but I sure would like to see Ezra's private garden. Could you tell me how to find it?
It's nothing but wasteland out there. If you're bent on tromping around in the cold, go left when you get outside, away from the shed. Look for a wrought iron gate. You'll figure out the rest.
So, did you grow up around here?
You could say that.
Did you know the original owner, Ezra Wickford, when he lived here?
You could say that.
What was he like?
They call it the past for a reason, okay? Because it's over.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Bye, kiddo.
I always find it funny when we have an angry conversation like that. It's like, it's the past. They call it the cat. They call it the past for a reason. It's over. Forget it. See ya, Mr. Egan. Bye, kiddo. Ah, it's nice talking to ya. Like, were we friends? Were we happy? Because you sounded really angry for the conversation, but at the end of the conversation, you sounded great. Dexter's not here, so I think if we tried to go anywhere earlier, if we tried to go outside earlier, it would be frosty, and Nancy says, oh no, it's so cold, it's so cold. So, 2 areas. Number 1, we had the skeleton key here in this area, so let's get that skeleton key. Where is it? Oh, and here's a newspaper article about Dexter returning to Wickford Castle. Even though we, as we know, he is a criminal. Wow, I can barely see anything.
It's freezing out here.
It is 3, 2, and 4. So those are the. That's what you're gonna try to get the thing set to. This machine set to. That's what you're gonna get this machine set to at some point whenever you try to fix it. And let's see, there's nothing to look at this machine quite yet then. Okay.
Gosh, I can hardly feel my toes.
Quit whining, Nancy. Jeez, okay, I'll go inside. Okay, and now back outside. Over here. This is the hidden refuge, right? How do I open the... There we go. That's how we open the door. So, the clue said on the back of my head, why are there flying monkey statues? I don't know. But on the back of his head. So that means we spin around the back of his head, right? Or do we spin around the flying monkeys? Oh, I spin around this thing to get the back of his head. And he said he was going to leave something fancy for Dexter, which is this.
It's locked.
It's locked. So we open it with the key, which was from the candle inside Ezra's area.
It's locked. It's locked.
That's the wrong key. And it's a medallion. Yeah, we did it. We got this cool music too. This is kind of a cool area. I like it. Wickford Garden, made in memory of my wife Eleanor. That's nice. Actually, I think if Jacques is here, we get into a fight with him. So let's fight.
Nancy, I still cannot believe you lost my medallion. How could you have been so careless?
I wasn't exactly careless, you know, and I didn't lose your medallion either. But I don't have it. Where were you, anyway? Weren't you supposed to meet me?
When I showed up, you were having a catnap on the floor. Ugh, I will be ruined by you American women.
What?
Guess you'd better stay away from me then. Goodbye.
Au revoir, little Miss Nightmare.
What a jerk.
Look, keep the stupid medallion. It's yours.
Here's a new medallion for you.
Look, keep the stupid medallion. It's yours.
Like, Nancy didn't even touch the medallion. Jacques just immediately assumes that she stole it and she's lying about it. And what? She knocked herself unconscious? Come on, Jacques. Come on. Seriously, I don't like that guy. Oh, I don't think we need to switch ahead to nighttime, do we? We could just break into the, we could just break into the area now. So let's do it. Let's go back there. Let's start breaking into things. Is Lisa here?
Glad you came down to talk. Get this. I saw Dexter walking out to the maintenance shack with this, like, green ornament thing in his hand. He's up to something, right? Maybe you should check it out.
Thanks for the tip, Lisa. I think I will. Want to come along?
Thanks, Nancy, but you're the brainiac. I'll just guard this comfy chair and wait for your report.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Later, Nancy.
Okay, never mind. Talking to Lisa was in fact a good idea because now we get a medallion hunt. I think the final medallion is with Professor Hotchkiss. So let's check out Professor Hotchkiss after we get this medallion. Right? Does that sound like a good plan, everyone? So it's outside in the shed. So let's go outside to the shed. And then I think this time Nancy gets locked outside by the culprit.
I'm locked out. If I don't get inside soon, I'll freeze to death.
So Nancy is going to die. Die, die, Nancy, die. And I think the medallion is here, actually. With a rat, yuck. That's a giant rat. Go away, giant rat. I like how we get victory music at the same time we get Nancy's going to die music. It's beautiful. So 3, okay, so this is 1, and then this is 2, and then this is bottom. Okay. So top, middle, and then bottom. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Got it. Top, middle, bottom. Yay!
What the? What's going on out here? Is that you, Nancy? Come inside. It's freezing out here. What kind of a stunt was that, Missy?
I was freezing. That stunt was my version of an SOS.
Well then, what can I say except good thinking?
Thank you.
Hey there, Nancy.
You've been holding out on me, Mr. Egan. I read in an old issue of the Daily Telegraph that you grew up here, right in this castle.
All right. I did live here for a few years, once upon a time. I was an orphan until Ezra Wickford came along and adopted me. But I left the castle when I was 16, and I never saw him again. That's the story, all right?
Why didn't you ever come back to visit?
Some things can't be explained, kid. It was a long time ago, and nothing can change it now.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Alrighty then.
So yeah, how did Dexter actually see the ski lift? That's not in view of his normal desk area. I guess Dexter was outside for some reason. Yeah, he Is that you, Nancy? I know I'm standing 3 feet away from you, but I'm not sure if it's actually you.
Nancy, I heard you got locked out. You could have frozen to death. So, what was Dexter hiding out there?
I don't know. It just looked like your average maintenance shed to me. So, next time you give me a hot tip, Lisa, it better come with some earmuffs.
Huh, I thought for sure I was onto something. I still think Dexter's shady. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
Yeah, that guy, I mean, I'm sorry. You're just being so mean, Mr. Dexter. I don't know why he was being so mean. Was there a reason why?
Is that you, Brandy? Oh, I'm glad you're here. At the moment, my theory is rising like a magnificent souffle. I need to collect a few more ingredients, if you will, but it's a delicate situation. If I leave my room even for a moment, I fear the souffle will come crashing down in a heap.
Somebody has a good question. Why is Dexter at the front desk when there aren't going to be any more guests? That's a great question. That is a fantastic question.
You're cooking a souffle in there?
Oh, don't take me too literally, dear. What I need is some information about the castle. Hard numbers. I've come to the conclusion that you are an enterprising and faithful soul. Therefore, I have decided to entrust you with this important mission. Who knows? If you succeed, I might whisk you away from the hotel business to be my personal research assistant.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, but I was just on my way to a big, fluffy couch. I am on vacation, you know.
I see. Well, I don't suppose we have anything further to discuss. Goodbye.
Oh, well, I thought I could be mean, but that doesn't work.
Not now, please. I'm trying to think. Unless you've decided to help me.
Nope, just looking for someone to play Scrabble with me.
Very funny. Now, vamoose, and let me work. Not now, please. I'm trying to think. Unless you've decided to help me.
Nancy Drew, at your service.
Marvelous! Here's what I need to know. What is the model number on the elevator? I'll be very eager to hear what you come up with. But please, don't disturb me unless you have the answer.
Yeah. So, Lisa's already on the couch in the elevator. You're gonna have to find a new place to sleep, Nancy. So the model number on the elevator... Yeah, the elevator's right here. Great. 50964. Yeah, Hotchkiss is too lazy to walk to the elevator. Far too lazy to walk to the elevator. 50694 was it? I've already forgotten. I'm so terrible at this.
Yes. Did you find the information I asked you for?
Sure did.
Good, but I need you to write it down so I don't forget.
50964.
Thank you. Let me do some calculations to see if this is correct. Eureka! If there's one thing I like in a young person, it's ingenuity. Now, I've got work to do. Time to stir the cauldron and stoke the fire. But if you'd like to talk, I'll be holding office hours in the lobby between 3 and 6 a.m. Meet me then.
So, I mean, how does she do some research to check if that number is correct? If she has a way to check if the number's correct, then how does she not know what the number is? Like, I'm just wondering how... I don't know. Whatever. In any case, we can talk to her late at night. So 3 a.m. was it, right? 3 a.m.? Yeah, her office hours are at a crazy time. I already know the answer to the question, Nancy, but here's a chore for you anyway. Alright, so let's go downstairs and meet her now that it's crazy early in the morning.
Nancy, dear, welcome to the witching hour. Isn't it marvelous to be up and about when others are sound asleep? I find my brainwaves are at their most powerful during this time.
Yes, this big old place does feel quiet at this hour. But do you think everyone is really asleep? I mean, if this is the only time you're away from your room, when else could you have been robbed?
You're right on that. This is the only time that someone could break into my room. But why are you so interested in this robbery anyway?
I'm a detective.
Actually, it's Dexter who's most concerned. He seems to feel very responsible for everything going smoothly at the castle while Christy Lane is away. And, well, I guess things aren't going too smoothly. I'm just trying to help him out.
I'd like to tell you more about the robbery, but I'm afraid it just wouldn't be good for my blood pressure. I'm traumatized, you see, because the stolen item was a keepsake from a dear friend, and it was a cornerstone of my theory. I'm sure you understand.
Have you checked your room for clues? Usually the thief leaves some sort of evidence behind.
Clues, you say? I guess I haven't really looked. Oh, I've been utterly embroiled in my work.
Why are you conducting research here at the castle?
Well, you probably know by now that I'm a scholar of French history. My specialty is Marie Antoinette. Oh, poor Marie, the most misunderstood queen of the 18th century. Marie used to visit the very tower that now belongs to this castle. I'm convinced that this place holds evidence that will forever change the way the world views Marie. But the walls have ears, so I'd rather not say any more right now. Oh, if you're really interested, why don't you go up to my room and have a look around yourself? You've been such a great help to me, almost like an apprentice. Oh, I've always wanted an apprentice.
Sounds good to me, I suppose. So, I mean, what research is she doing? She never leaves her room, though. That makes it kind of hard for her to find evidence about Marie Antoinette.
Wow, Professor, that's really generous of you. I'd love to learn more about your work, but are you sure you don't mind?
I insist. Your mind is like a ravenous monkey gobbling up every banana in its path. Oh, how can I stand in the way? Here's my extra pass key. I get back to work at 6 a.m. sharp, so just make sure you vacate the premises by 5:59. And put things back where you find them. It's all scientifically organized in there.
What did you mean when you said Marie Antoinette was misunderstood?
Everyone thought Marie did nothing but spend France's money on jewels and fancy soap for herself, while her people were starving. History books have upheld the myth that she was just a spoiled and heartless brat, but I don't believe it.
What do you believe?
I believe that she's been the victim of vicious rumors and lazy historians for too long, and that if the real story could be told, people would realize that Marie Antoinette was actually a good woman who wanted to help her people but didn't know how.
Do you know anything about a tiara that was given to Marie Antoinette?
The infamous tiara, of course! Oh, people thought Marie had this extravagant piece commissioned for herself, and they hated her for it. But really, it was her husband, King Louis XVI, who had it made for her birthday. Oh, she didn't want it. Refused to wear it. And then, a few months before the revolution broke out, the tiara disappeared.
People are asking what happens if you stay in Hotchkiss's room past 5:59. Nothing really happens. Nothing happens. As soon as you leave the room, you won't be able to get back in, but I think that's it.
Was it ever found?
It was never found. There were rumors that she had it destroyed, but no one has ever been able to prove this.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
Let's see, what is the fastest way to Hotchkiss's room? I guess I'll just go up the main stairs. It's hard to find her room without the tapping, right? Okay, so we've got some chicken wings here. Notes about Marie Antoinette. And the final medallion. Okay, we found all three medallions. Beautiful. And this is a letter saying that Helga gave her the medallion from Helga the First, her great aunt.
Something's missing here.
Alright, and we're supposed to charge the battery on this. And I think that's it. I think that's all we can do in Marie. I mean, Professor Hotchkiss's room. What happened to the other chicken bones? I don't know. They just are not here. Yeah, so I'm gonna... We're obviously gonna go back to talk to Professor Hotchkiss later, but... I'm gonna skip ahead here and see that little video. Run over here, and then let's watch the show. Let's watch Hotchkiss's fancy video. Her camera battery, I mean, this is a terrible camera battery. It holds a charge for less than a minute. Come on, I want to watch a video for longer than that. Let's watch it.
Testing. Can anyone hear me? Hotchkiss to Earth. Come in, Earth. Oh, okay. I think we're rolling. Now, let's get a look at these hallways. So rich in detail. You'd never know this place was built in 1920. It's all so 18th C. Oh, and there's Marie. I feel so close to her, just being here. It's as if her spirit is in the air, sweet as the smell of fried chicken.
And that's it? Do I need to charge the battery more? If I have to charge the battery more to see the rest of it, I think we do. What a pain. Wow. So I mean, a whole night of charging, and that's as much as the battery could hold? Really? Really? What is wrong with your battery, Professor Hotchkiss? Well, let's just skip ahead. Skip ahead, I guess 45 minutes. Run to her room. Alright, so let's see what the battery has now.
Oh, what's this? It appears to be some kind of peephole. But what, pray, does it peep upon? Shall I peep? La la, I do believe I'll peep. The beauty, the colors. So this is what Helga told me to look for. Where's my medallion? It fits! Note to self, high five Team Hotchkiss! And what's this? A message? Eureka! It says the diamond!
And I hope that's the end of the video, as opposed to, uh-oh, I need to charge the battery again. So that's our clue. We can put the diamond in there. This is right past her room. So the blue medallion shows the symbols. And the green one shows those symbols, and the red one shows these symbols. Cool. So that is a very important thing. I imagine, and this is another dead end?
This one goes nowhere.
Nowhere. So let's see. Now I'll go back to the Royal Tower, which we could have done a long time ago, ever since we got the key from Dexter. I wonder if we still get a game over sequence if we try to break into the library and get caught. So where is that library here? Okay, I'm gonna go for that,
It's locked.
that game over sequence. Let's see if we still get one.
Well, well, well. Look who returned to the scene of the crime. You're out of here.
I'm surprised, Nancy. Usually you do your homework before you go barging into no trespassing zones.
I should have known there was an alarm.
Or maybe there was a more creative way to get into the library. Better luck next time.
Thanks, Ned. Yeah, so Dexter still kicks Nancy out, even though he already technically knows she went in through the library. He knows about the Marie Antoinette tower thing. Okay, 3 stars, 7, 2. And the library was destroyed before Nancy got here, right? So, come on, Dexter. Use your brain here. Crawling, 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 crawling. And let's see. This would be the elevator death sequence. Right? Do we just wait a while and then the elevator falls down on Nancy? Or does this just keep going forever, the elevator?
No. No!
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, yeah, I do have to walk to the door. in order to trigger that death scene. Yeah, so just walk to the door and then back away. Or if you're too slow in solving the puzzle, it might even destroy you. That is just so gruesome. Got it, hooray! So, is the dirt on the floor red? Survey says... kind of red, maybe? I mean, the walls are redder than the dirt on the floor. Yeah. The walls are redder than the dirt on the floor. That's what I would say. So is this really the telltale red dirt that Dexter was talking about?
It's locked.
I don't know. I don't quite know. So I got the skeleton key. That crunching sound was awful. So here's the clue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to get them in that order. They're going to have to look like this. And when I say they, I mean these thingies. Got it. Okay, so that lets me go across here. And then this is a dead end. That's also a dead end. Okay, this is the tower. I guess we were supposed to have a torch here. It still looks pretty well lit for an area that's been abandoned and not touched. So, in order to go all the way up the stairs, we need to solve the puzzle down here. And this is a conveniently located jail cell.
Looks like some kind of prison.
Perfect for holding culprits. Oh, yeah, okay, so this is one of the puzzles that change depending on your difficulty mode. Whew, okay, let's see, how can I do this one? Okay, getting the green one, getting this one in place should be relatively easy. Or not. Yeah, green one in place should be relatively easy. So getting blue into place could be kind of hard. I'll have to move blue like this. And then pink like this, so then I can move blue down. So now how am I going to get red and green into place, though? Yeah, that doesn't really help with red and green. Let's see. Oh man, this is really difficult. Okay. Green into place. Now to get this little green into place. I don't know. I can't attack it from above, and I can't attack it from the... I need to find some way to attack it from the right, maybe? No idea how to do it like this. Maybe... Yeah, here we go. Got it. And then I just move the eagle like this. Woo! I did it! I actually solved that puzzle legitimately. Woo! Go me. And the stairs to the prison are retractable. That's what this is. I wonder if Nancy can, like, outrun the stairs. I'll try outrunning the stairs on the way back. How's that, okay? In the meantime, we are here in the Marie Antoinette's hidden tower, which is actually pretty amazing. It's pretty cool looking. And this is another difficult puzzle, so buckle yourselves in. We're gonna have to do this on our own. Okay, let's see. I think those are the, yeah. Whew. This is gonna be really tough. So does this, maybe it's the top level? The 8-minute tile puzzle? Yeah, maybe it's the top level that has these things. Yeah, let's go with that. I think it's gonna be the top row that has these pieces, and it's the bottom row which doesn't. Let me just try to get the top row in place. And the bottom row is going to have pieces like this, which has little things sticking out the one side. Yeah, there we go. And do we have any other little things sticking out the one side? There we go. And then where's the other corner? So we got those two corners in place, but I need the piece that goes here. That's the piece that goes there, so we need a piece that goes here. Let's move some side pieces, and, you know, out of the way. So those are going to be the 4 side pieces. But where are the pieces? I mean, where's the piece that goes here, down center? Here. Down center. Okay, so that's good. That side piece doesn't look good. That piece looks good. This one does not. That does not look like a match, so that must go here on the left. And maybe this is the rightmost piece. That looks great. Okay, so we've got these pieces away, and let's just get the top things. Everybody in the chat is now talking about scary moments in Nancy Drew games. Good, we've got it. So now we just need to get the middle pieces into place. These 8 middle pieces into place. Yes. Well, that's obviously not right. So let's move that piece. That's obviously not right. That's right, we can rotate all these middle pieces, because why not? So the old-fashioned way is just trying every single piece until we find the correct one. That looks like the correct one. Great, so we found this one. Not that. That's it. Okay, now we're down to 6 pieces. Let's get this big piece into place. Not that one, so let's try this. Nope, not quite. Must be this piece. Got it. Cool. These 2 pieces are in place. That looks great. Good. Those 3 pieces are in place. Okay, so now we've only got these 3 pieces left. That looks like it's in place. Got it. Okay, we got it. Everybody, we found the missing diary of Marie Antoinette. Did it take me 8 minutes? I don't know. Hopefully it took me not 8 minutes. Let's see if I can outrun the steps and die. Die, 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 die. No, I can't. Okay, good to know. I do like that victory music. Okay, so we got the victory music. We need to go all the way back to Professor Hotchkiss and give it to her so she can translate the diary. That's what's going to happen here. What time is it? It is 7. It's already 7. Okay, so Hotchkiss is not going to be there. I imagine if we just go upstairs to her room right now, she is not going to... Oh, Lisa's not here either. Nobody's here even though it's like 7? Okay. I guess, I mean, nobody's awake at 7 o'clock in the morning, right? That's crazy talk. We're on vacation! Nancy uses the stairs all the time in this game. She just exercises all the time. I want to see if there's anything we can talk to the other characters about. Because this is basically going to be the endgame sequence here, once we get the diary translated. The note's going to say, Purple Rose Hide... Queen's thing.
Hey there, Nancy.
I'm trying to get into the tower, but I can't get across that big pit.
I can help you, but we shouldn't talk about it now. Not here. Call me later.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Call me later. Yeah.
Hi there, how's it going?
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
Okay, never mind. Nobody wants to talk to Nancy. Should I even bother trying to talk to Jacques? Should I try calling one of Nancy's friends or just go forward to the endgame sequence? Let me know what you want me to do. Yeah, everybody's just saying endgame sequence, so let's do that. One person says call friends. Lisa has been reading the same magazine for days on end. Yes, she has. I'll tell you what, we've already talked a little bit to Ned, so let's call George. And then we'll go straight to the endgame sequence. How's that?
Hello, my fellow night owl. Or perhaps I should say hoot hoot. Ooh. Did you find anything of interest in my room?
I did pop in there, though interesting doesn't begin to describe the place. Would you mind if I went back another time?
Of course not. Pop in all you like, just not when I'm working.
What does l'espoir à ceux qui cherchent mean?
Let's see. Well, espoir is hope, and chercher is to search. Hope to those who search.
Can you translate this for me? Le diamant de misère dans mon journal.
Now, where the heck have I seen that phrase before? Well, anyway, it means the diamond of misery in my journal.
Can you tell me what this means in English? La solution se trouve dedans.
Well, trouver is to find, and solution is just like it sounds, solution. The solution is found within.
Yeah, Nancy speaks perfect French in this game, but not in the game where she actually goes to France.
What do you think of Lisa Ostrom?
That Leslie, yes, oh, real dynamo, but... I told Chester that I would not require any maid service during my stay. I don't know why she didn't get the message.
Also, it's kind of strange that she can pronounce French perfectly, but she can't translate it. Like, she learned how to talk in French, but she didn't learn any actual French. Oh, very strange.
I saw a letter on your desk from your friend, the Baroness von Hanseldorf. And I'm just wondering, did the medallion she gave you have a blue stone in it by any chance?
Heavens, no! Where did you hear such a thing? My medallion had a green stone in it. Anything else would be a mere imposter. A flaming faker, do you hear me?
I found something that I think you'll be very interested in. It seems to be some kind of journal. I think it was written by Marie Antoinette herself.
What? Let me see that.
Oh.
This is it. I've been trying to track this down for 15 years. Where on earth did you find it?
Well, it's a long story.
Well, it's a long story, but I happened to find a way into the Queen's Tower, where I happened to find a secret compartment. I think this must be what the vandal was after.
Nancy, I must warn you. I'll wrestle you for this if I have to, and it won't be pretty.
I just happened to walk into the tower, which I just happened to break into after I happened to steal the key, and so I just happened to find the treasure.
I'm on a mission of my own, Professor, so we're going to have to make a deal. I place the journal in your hands, you translate it for me. Does that sound fair?
Absolutely. I'll get to work on it right away. I'll have the translation ready in my room for you this time tomorrow. Until then, I mustn't be disturbed.
Okay, so Hotchkiss completely disappears then. Let's go over here. I want to make sure I call the elevator to Nancy's room. Just because I'm sure I moved it. Nancy versus Hotchkiss. The wrestling match for the ages. Yes, that would be amazing. That would be a dangerous fight. I don't know if Nancy could survive that. Nancy's very smart in saying, no thank you, Hotchkiss. I will not fight you. I will not fight you. Okay, George. Let's see what's going on with George.
Hello?
George, it's Nancy.
Great timing, Nancy. Bess and I were just saying how we wish we were out on the ski slopes with you. Hang on, I'll get her to pick up the other phone. Hey, Bess, our favorite detective's on the phone.
Hey, Nancy, how's the vacation?
I guess you haven't gotten my letter. Not only do I have a blizzard on my hands, but I may have stumbled onto another case, too. The castle library was vandalized, and one of the other guests says her room was robbed.
Boy, oh boy! Have you searched the library for clues yet?
Well, that's the thing. Dexter Egan, the caretaker, says it's locked up and off limits until the police can get here. But who knows when that'll be.
That's funny, Nancy. I didn't know the phrase off limits was even in your vocabulary.
Seriously, though, don't you think that your dad's friend, Christy Lane, would feel better knowing that you're on the case, at least until the police can take over?
She's right, Nancy. I mean, who knows what this Egan guy is all about anyway? Sounds like you're just gonna have to find an alternative entrance to that library.
Here I go again. Just hope I don't have to slide down the chimney.
And what about this robbery? Who got robbed?
I'm not sure. The guest's name is Professor Hotchkiss. I think she's a bit eccentric.
You mean weird?
Nutso?
A few sandwiches short of a picnic?
Okay, you guys. I just mean that I'm not sure how reliable her testimony will be.
Yeah, but she'll probably tell you something important, whether she means to or not.
Nancy, I like how this conversation is like, oh, I just discovered the mystery. There's something with the library when Nancy's about to solve the mystery. We've already been through the library. That's all old news.
I went back to check out Jacques' locker, and I found a pamphlet about diamonds, a letter from his fiancée, and a warning notice from immigration.
Did his fiancée sound cute in her letter?
Actually, she sounded upset. She wants him to hurry up and do something, but I'm not sure what.
Sounds like that guy is under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I hope he's not marrying her just to stay in the country. I met my ski instructor, Jacques Brunet. He sure is French.
Ooh la la, those accents should be illegal.
I hate to break it to you, Bess, but he's engaged.
Now there's a real crime.
Right, Bess. Humanity is devastated.
Wickford wrote Dexter a farewell poem before he died.
The inventor of chocolate milk was a poet, too?
Yum, I could write a poem or two about chocolate milk.
It says that he hid some sort of luck charm for Dexter to find.
Where?
Something about his old thinking spot somewhere out in the garden. Funny, but I didn't see any garden when I came in.
Well, you can't exactly tiptoe through the tulips when they're buried under 6 feet of snow.
Never mind my cheeky cousin over there, Nancy. When the storm passes, you should go out and see what you can find.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, Bess, but he's engaged, and also he was a huge jerk to me. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, let's just keep talking.
I found Ezra Wickford's secret garden. You'll never guess what Dexter's boyhood luck charm was.
A rabbit's foot?
A little green leprechaun?
Guess again. A medallion with a red stone in it. Do you think I should give it back to Dexter?
Oh yeah, like honesty is the best policy with creepy convicts?
I think George is politely trying to say that you should find out what the medallion's for before you breathe a word of it to anyone. You'll probably need it to solve this mystery.
This is so weird. I found the blue medallion from Jacques' locker in Hotchkiss's room, but she says her medallion had a green stone.
Wow, Nancy. Sounds like you need a personal medallion assistant just to keep track.
You're not kidding. But does this mean that Hotchkiss is the one who conked me over the head? Do you think I should return Jacques' medallion to him?
For now, you should keep all of your discoveries to yourself, Nancy.
Except tell us everything, of course.
Ladies, I need inspiration. Brain juice. A hint.
Sure, Nancy, but don't expect us to give you the answers on a silver platter.
We wouldn't want to spoil your fun.
Seeing as you're a senior detective and all.
Help. I'm a little stuck.
You must be dying to know what those messages mean.
Sounds like a job for your trusty translator.
But just because George trusts her doesn't mean you have to, Nancy.
Okay, you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Watch out for weird people!
Okay. Yeah, that's just kind of weird there with them talking at the same time. Oh, wait. I needed to skip ahead a day, right? To talk to Hotchkiss. So where is Hotchkiss? Let's see. Now it's 4 a.m. And now let's go to Hotchkiss's room to get that translation. I don't know if we actually have to talk to Hotchkiss about the translation, but we might as well. Oh, and I do need to call Dexter. I can call Dexter if you guys want me to. Oh, it looks like we do have to talk to Hotchkiss about the translation before she makes it appear. Wow. Watch out for weird people. Nancy meets all of the weird people. That's sort of Nancy's thing.
I'm so glad you stopped by. I've translated the entire journal. It's fabulous. And as an added bonus, it includes Marie's official decoder, something no one else has ever found before.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
You know, I'm gonna skip calling Dexter at the front desk. He's just gonna say the medallion stuff, right? We've already figured out the medallion, right? Let's just go forward and reach the end game challenge. Wait a minute. I'm going to Hotchkiss's room, not my room.
It's locked.
Wrong key. Come on. Here, yeah. Yeah, this magically appears now that, so I'll have the tiara dismantled, the diamond is hidden, so honor is blue, courage is red, loyalty is green, and her top secret, decoder.
I think I see what the symbols in the stained glass mean now. Let's see. Purple rose, hold diamond, key of queen. But where have I seen a purple rose? And what's a diamond key?
So let's do this. Endgame challenge. And everybody's still kind of hung up on, you know, Nancy Drew fighting Hotchkiss. Which other Nancy Drew characters would be great at fighting Hulk Sanchez, dear old Gray? Hulk would totally destroy him, though. Yeah, I took a wrong turn. I'm just playing this game on autopilot. Sorry. We need to go through the library, back to the hidden tower. Okay, back to the library. All the characters in Nancy Drew just just wrestling. Dwayne Powers versus Rick Arlen. Dwayne would win. Dwayne would definitely win that fight. Bess versus George. I'm gonna go with George on that one. Big Island Mike versus Dr. Craven would also be a nice one. That'd probably be a tie. Dexter versus Joseph. I think Dexter could be able to defeat Joseph. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. Frank Hardy versus Joker. Oh my. That'd be great. It'd probably be a draw. One, two, three, four. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna run here. I'm gonna run there. And before I forget, we're grabbing this. Very hard to, I mean, very easy to not notice that little, what's it called, a pike? Very easy to miss that. And here we go, that's it. That's the solution to the puzzle. Run up here. And, let's see. Come on. How do I get... Okay, step forward, turn left. I'm just gonna destroy this valuable, beautiful painting. For the diamond key of Queen. Diamond...
Looks like a keyhole of some sorts.
Key of Queen. Okay, this goes here.
Looks like a keyhole of some sort.
I guess I need to put the medallions in first. I do not remember the color order, so we're just gonna guess.
Looks like a keyhole of some sorts.
That was not it, so let's switch red and blue.
Looks like a keyhole of some sorts.
I'm not sure if I did red and blue in both places or not.
Looks like a keyhole of some sort.
Come on, Nancy, you can do this. Somebody says green
Looks
on
like
the
a keyhole
bottom.
of some sorts.
I can try that. Green on bottom. Yep, that's it. And here we go. Here's the fantastic diamond.
The diamond!
Whoa! Will you look at that sparkly rock? And me without my sunglasses.
Hi, Lisa. How did you get in here?
I followed you, of course. Turns out a nosy, goody-two-shoes detective is good to have around after all. Now, why don't you toss me that big honkin' diamond so I can blow this popsicle stand and never set foot in lame-o, Wisconsin again?
Oh,
Lisa,
man.
you must be kidding me. This diamond belongs in a museum in France.
Yeah? Well, I belong in the lap of luxury, and that diamond's gonna get me there. Hasn't anybody ever told you to mind your own business?
Oh, many times.
Well, maybe this time you'll learn.
My eyes!
Oh no, I can't see.
Don't worry. My spicy devil villain venom won't last for long. But I'm afraid by the time you get your eyes back, you'll have missed my grand exit.
Spicy devil villain venom! Oh no! So Lisa is in fact capable of getting out of her chair. She did it! Oh no!
So you're the one who trapped me in the elevator.
Ooh, you are a smarty pants. But let's not forget about your little frostbite incident. I'm the rotten friend who locked you outside too, you know. Just trying to keep you on your toes, Nancy. Didn't want you to get soft on your vacation.
Why did you leave Jacques' medallion at Hotchkiss's room? And Hotchkiss's medallion out in the shed?
To spread suspicion around, of course. You know, to play with your mind. Plus, I was at a dead end. I got the 2 messages from the stained glass window, but then what? I knew you would figure it out, so I decided to put the medallions in your hands and let you lead the way.
Why did you have to vandalize that beautiful library?
Just a little translation mix-up. When I read the message from Hotchkiss's medallion, I thought it meant Diamond of Misery in the library. Whoops, guess I went a little overboard looking for it in there. Anyway, enough with the questions, Nancy. You'll just have to read the rest in the papers.
I've got to stop her.
Oh, and hey, it looks like the diamond... Remember I just destroyed that picture? It's totally back to normal
Life of
now.
leisure, here I come.
Wow, you're the worst, Lisa. Okay, so Lisa just stole the diamond because she wants to sell it and just retire at the age of 20. Oh.
I've got to stop her.
Okay, let's escape. We're gonna press the button to make her fall. 1, 2... How do you mix up the words library and journal? Yes, those are not even kind of
Life
similar.
of leisure, here I come.
Lisa, where are you going? We're still snowed in. Lisa! Oh.
I've got to stop her.
Okay, we're gonna stop her for real this time.
Help! Get me out of here! It stinks down here. It's all moldy. Darn you, Nancy Drew. You're the worst friend a diamond thief could ever have.
Meow, 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 meow.
Dear Dad, to think I almost became friends with a diamond thief. Everyone at Wickford Castle is resting easier now that Marie Antoinette's journal and her famous diamond are safe and sound. The journal, the diamond, and the medallions are all going to be featured in a new Marie Antoinette exhibit in Paris, and it looks like everyone will be rewarded. Except Lisa, of course. First, she missed her plane to Rio, and now she's going to be charged with attempted grand theft. Professor Hotchkiss is thrilled because the French government has granted her permission to publish Marie's journal in the U.S. before it gets returned to France. This ought to help prove her theory about Marie's character once and for all. Thanks to Jacques and his great-grandfather's efforts to find the journal, the Brunet name is being celebrated all over France. In the meantime, Jacques and Isabel have eloped. It's so romantic. I showed Dexter the poem that Ezra Wickford wrote him, and he was relieved to know that his old pop didn't carry any hard feelings to his grave. All the talk shows want Dexter to tell his story on national television, but he keeps turning them down. I guess he doesn't want to be famous or infamous. But when Christy Lane called and asked Dexter to be her business partner, he accepted. With her business sense and Dexter's expert knowledge of the castle, I think they'll make a great team. So, you know what they say, Dad. Il n'est jamais trop tard de changer l'histoire. It's never too late to change history. Me, I'm determined to go out and enjoy this snow before some other case comes up. See you soon. Love, Nancy.
Alright, so that's the end of the game. Hooray! So Jacques gets married. Hooray! He's still kind of a jerk to Nancy. That doesn't stop him from being a jerk. Lisa's arrested. Looks like Dexter now gets to own the castle, and he settled things up with his dad, and I'm sorry, that's just so beautiful. And, Hotchkiss apparently is world famous. Good for her, now she can write books all day long. Hooray! Cool, so that's it. I'm just gonna, end here. Thank you very much for, watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, everyone.